He survived a terrifying ordeal, attacked by a pair of exotic animals when he was just 10 years old.
It's an incredible story. The attack left Russell Lala in a wheelchair, unable to walk again. Russell has never talked to the media, but tonight shares his story for the very first time. Maury Glover is here with more on this. Maury, Russell's story obviously very tough, but it also shows how powerful forgiveness can be.
Yes, indeed. There are roughly 100 exotic animals owned by private citizens in Minnesota, but most people who have them don't register them with the state. Russell Lala hopes anyone thinking of getting a big cat learns how quickly someone's life can change from one simple mistake.
Do something under the hood.
One of the first things you'll notice about Russell Lala is his passion for a nice set of wheels.
Oh, nice.
Not only does he spend most of his free time with his friends or dad, helping them work on cars.
I usually find the ones on the internet that don't run for some reason, or run but don't look very good, and clean it up, fix it, get it running good, then sell it.
He has his own motorized wheelchair to get around.
Basically a big roller coaster, you know, having to overcome different things constantly, and then it all gets better eventually, even though it doesn't seem like it, you know.
Russell was just 10 years old when he became a quadriplegic, unable to feel anything from his neck down. Back in 2005, he and his family went to visit his dad's best friend at Best Buy Auto Parts store in Royalton, just a few miles up the road. At the time, that friend, Chuck Mock, had a collection of exotic animals, including 11 lions and tigers, and even a bear. But when Mock unlocked the cage to show Russell and his dad his tiger Georgette and lion Leo in a back room, Georgette pushed past Mock and went straight for Russell.
I was just like, whoa, I'm gonna die here. I felt it and everything. I'm like, please just take me now so I don't have to go through this misery.
Russell blacked out while his dad and Mock tried to get Georgette back in her cage. He woke up to find himself in a pool of his own blood. And then Leo grabbed him and dragged him to safety.
He bit down on the back of my neck, like where the scruff would be on a regular cat. And that's what caused the damage, so he was trying to help save me, but he was kind of doing more harm than good at the same time.
Russell doesn't remember what happened next, but his dad and Mock drove him to a nearby hospital in Little Falls. When Russell woke up the next day, he was hooked up to a ventilator, and he couldn't move his arms or legs.
I was just laying there, trapped in my head. It was scary at first.
Over the next few months, the 10-year-old had a half-dozen surgeries to repair everything from a collapsed lung to a shattered eye socket. By the time he went home, he required around-the-clock care. And when he finally went back to school, his ordeal made it hard for him to fit in.
I mean, I was still the same mentally, just not physically.
Over the next few years, Russell tried to come to terms with what happened, helping his dad convert this van into a wheelchair-accessible ride. But his love of cars would soon bring him back to the place where his life changed so dramatically years earlier.
You should have a demo derby back here.
After not speaking for years, Russell gave Chuck Mock a call after seeing a car he liked on Chuck's lot.
Check out the V6.
And their shared love of everything automotive helped them rebuild their unlikely friendship.
I feel fortunate to be his friend, but I feel so much regret and shame that it was my animal or my passion or my thing that caused this. Russell never did anything bad that I know of to deserve anything like this.
I do get asked that a lot about why I am around him and that, and I just wanted to forgive and forget.
This cage enclosed 2 animals.
Mock still keeps one of the cages behind his shop, but Georgette and Leo were put down while Mock gave his other exotic animals to a wildcat sanctuary. But even though Russell has forgiven him, Mock says he'll never forgive himself.
I could never pay a price like Russell did. You know, never. You can't even fathom the change to his life. You know, no, I felt like I was unforgivable. I can't tell you how bad I felt.
But Russell says living in the past would only hold him back, and both would rather focus on the future.
I just want to get the word out, basically, and maybe feel like I made a difference, you know. Some people's minds might change after hearing what I've been through.
Now, ironically, just before Russell was attacked, a new state law went into effect prohibiting most private citizens from owning exotic animal. But Chuck Mock's animals were legally registered, and investigators didn't find any evidence of a crime. Still, Mock battled depression and lost his marriage after all this. In the meantime, Russell turned 18 a couple of months ago and plans on finishing high school next year. Guys, back to you.
Wow, Maury, what a great story.
That is something.
My
Good
goodness.
kid, and really got a
Yeah.
good heart,
Yeah.
big heart.
Way to go, Russell.